road to this application was a long one. I remember I had to write my dissertation. It was a 40-page paper and I was stressed out about it. I didn't know what I was going to write and the deadline's starting to approach, and so I started to do what I always do when I'm stressed out. I decided to go play basketball, shoot some free throws, and of course you couldn't always find an easy court in Sweden. They're not too big on basketball there, but I found this old crooked hoop and I started shooting around. And I remember shooting around and a kid comes up and we had this great conversation about Shaquille O'Neal and the old Laker teams, and that's when it hit me how impactful basketball is on a global scale. And fast forward, I'm back in California graduating, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't know what career I'm going to go down. And so I take a road trip with 2 of my friends, and I'm applying to places all across the country. And while I'm doing that, I get to New York City at the very end of the road, and I saw this application for NBA Cares. And once I knew something like that existed, where I could help impact people through the sport of basketball, I was laser focused ever since then. I remember standing at the Statue of Liberty, and I was on the phone with Amanda Thorne, someone who works at the NBA offices, and I was talking to her, seeing if I had any shot at this job. And that very next day, I was going to give my resume into the NBA offices in New York City, and I got a new haircut, I bought a new shirt, I completely put my resume in this leather-bound thing, and I walked straight up to the NBA offices. And of course you can't just walk straight up and hand in your resume, so I ended up handing it to a mail clerk who might or might not have just thrown it away. And ever since then, I was hooked, and I still have that job description right next to my bed. It's something that I focus on every day to try to reach that goal. And this goal was Shooting Touch and this fellowship to help people in Rwanda to build basketball courts, to help implement a curriculum. That's an even better goal. That's an even better job that I didn't know existed, and something I want so bad. What I want to do with this fellowship is teach the people of Rwanda how to see the game better, how to defend well, how to make a smarter pass. However, I want to teach them other things. I want to teach them discipline, how to build a stronger community, sportsmanship. It seems like all the great coaches taught their players how to be great people, and that's what I hope to do. I learned from Rolando Blackman that
you're not part of us, you're not part of them, you're not part of, so what are you? Like, and people would actually look at you like you're some kind of alien. Like I look at people like, yes, I'm Rolando, yes, it's a funny existence at first. It was funny. You have all these feelings going on inside, all over the place. But what's important about all of that is to be able to share, those feelings and talk with those feelings with the teachers that you have, the people that are around you. If you're lucky enough to have family members and people that you can lend an ear to being able to not hold the burden within inside by yourself. You cannot do it by yourself. You've got to be able to release, and being able to speak to someone, talk to them, and they're feeling this way. This is what's happening inside, and have them give you advice, and have them give you a thought process to build that stability. That together I have someone I can lean on to being able now to help me to move forward. Don't try to do it by yourself.
Yeah. I hope to be the person that people can lean on, not just at basketball, but when facing their fears, dealing with their failures, celebrating their successes. I hope to build a stronger community, and one that is sustainable for the future youth and for those who are playing basketball. I know Shooting Touch is so much more than just basketball. It's providing education in a country where most students don't go to school past the age of 13. And it's helping to heal wounds from tragic events that happen. I think I'd be a great candidate for this position because I'm currently traveling around the country in a giant green 38-foot RV and visiting different high schools and helping students focus on graduating
and focusing on what their passions and interests are and how they can find a career. Thank you, Shooting Touch, for giving me this opportunity.